Alright, y'all, man, it's your boy Humble 2 times, man, back in the video, man. From me, follow Instagram, Humble 2 times. Now, look, y'all, talks about today's topic. We're going to be talking about the Planet Apes movie, right? Because I know they're finna drop a Planet Apes movie if they haven't already dropped the movie, you feel me? Now, look, for today's video, I want to give a huge shout out to the Most High in general for giving me these amazing downloads, dropping this amazing good information on me, you feel me? I'm also giving a huge shout out to the Most High for everything, you feel me? I love the Most High. It's so much more than love always, you feel me? I'm also giving a huge shout out to myself for one who receives good information and give out this good information as well, you feel me? I hope I inspire you all and I hope I give out this video, you feel me? I'm also giving a huge shout out to y'all, because I literally take energy out of y'all there to come rock me, show me love and support, you feel me? And I appreciate y'all, man. I love y'all, man. And so much more than love always, you feel me? Now, look, I'm also sending nothing but good, positive energy, good, positive protection towards everyone. Let's go down right into the video, right? A spiritual breakdown of the Planet of the Apes movie, right? Now, look, let's go down right into the video, right? Planet of the Apes movie spiritual breakdown. Now, look, right? I don't know if the movie has came out yet, but I definitely did grow up watching the Planet of the Apes movie, right? The first one, at least, right? For sure, right? And what I noticed in the trailer, you know, some of the clips that I have seen is that my third eye's open, so I somewhat understand. I understand what's going on in the movie, right? If you look at the first movie, right, of Planet of the Apes, right, you'll notice that the main character ape, which is what is his name? I forgot his name, y'all. But the main character, the main ape, right? Hold on, I'm trying to think of his name, because I know his name. His name is... Man, I forgot. But look, right? If you watch the first movie of the Planet of the Apes, right? The main character, the main ape, y'all remember, he was, he originally, you know, his mother got killed off or something like that, and his mother, they had, gave basically the main character ape, that gave him like some type of like medicine or whatever, which gave him like super smartness, was able to talk and all of that, right? And if you realize later on in the movie what happened to him, the ape, we went into the people, you know, he had attacked somebody because he was trying to save his owner, right? And what happened was, when he was trying to save his owner, right, he the ape, basically they was like, yo, like, the ape gotta go, the ape can't live with y'all no more. So the ape had to go to the like the little like pet zoo place, I guess you can call it, right? And when he went there, whatever, the ape, yes, the main character's ape name is Caesar. And the Caesar was like, once he was in there, he was like, oh dang, like they got my people, like the apes, the rest of the apes, a lot of apes was in there, and he was like, oh, my people in here. So then, like, Caesar is a very misunderstood person, misunderstood person, right? Ape, right? You feel me? So Caesar was only attacking the people because the people were attacking his owner, because the person, the Caesar that he was living with, his owner's dad had dementia or something, right? So he started taking people's car and stuff or something like that, right? And the owner got mad. Not the owner, but the neighbor. One of the neighbors had got mad or whatever, right? So the Caesar seen it throughout the window, because like I said, Caesar's very intelligent. You feel me? When Caesar was young, he was in the lab or whatever, in the science place or whatever, and they gave him some type of chemical acid or like some type of like science or something they gave him, right? Like they put like some type of like, gave him some type of like medicine or something, which basically like increased his increased his mind, basically, you feel me? So, you know, Caesar could read, play video games, watch movies, all that, like literally, he could talk too. And they showed that later on in the first movie, you feel me? In my opinion, I feel like Caesar could always talk, ever since the people in the places gave him that stuff, right? I just feel like he got to a point to where he finally was comfortable enough to talk, or I feel like he maybe just got mad enough to where it just kind of came out. But I feel like he always could have, I feel like he always could have talked though. I feel like he always could have talked though, right? But look though, right? Now with Caesar, right? When Caesar was in there with the other apes, right? He started to understand more, to like, oh dang, like these are my people. They got us in these cages. But once the owner, Caesar's owner, finally, like, the day was up or whatever, and he could go back and get his ape, Caesar didn't want to go back. You feel me? Because Caesar had understood it, like, these are my people. Caesar thought that his people was his owners. And his owners were humans. They were not apes, you feel me? They were not apes, you feel me? But once he was in there with them once he was in that place, whatever, right, he was with his people. He was with apes, right? So Caesar felt like hold on, why am I able to go home and all the other apes ain't able to go home? You know what I'm saying? So it kind of made Caesar wanted to stay. And then not just that too, when the Caesar's owner had already came in there to come check up on him, Caesar thought he was going home. Caesar was hyped, he was ready to go home, he was happy, but Caesar couldn't come get him. Caesar's owner couldn't come get him then, so it disappointed Caesar. So when Caesar's owner came back the second time, was like, yo, Caesar, come on, ready to go. Like, he could get him this time. Caesar didn't want to go. So later on in the movie, Caesar freed himself out those cages or whatever, and he also freed his people. Because Caesar didn't feel comfortable seeing himself be freed, but all of his other apes wasn't free, you feel me? And if you watch the first movie, later on in the movie, Caesar became cool with just about all the apes, and he became the leader of the apes, of the pack, or whatever you want to call him. He became the leader, you feel me? And he freed all of them, you feel me? And it started the war with the humans and all that stuff, right? Etc. And they became one. The apes, they became one. You know, they traveled together, they went together, they fought together, they stuck beside each other for the most part. Now, when you're looking at the new version, the new one that's kind of about to come out, if it hasn't already came out, if you look at some of the clips and stuff, you see that the apes are warring with each other. Now, we did see a little bit of that in the first ape movie, but, you know, that's because Caesar was new and then the guy was hating on him or whatever, the other ape was hating on him or whatever. But later on, they became kind of like cool or whatever, right? But if you look at the ape movie now and the new one that's finna drop, if it hasn't already dropped, you see that the apes are going against each other. You got some apes with each other, then you got some apes not with each other. And when I was seeing those clips, it kind of reminded me of my own people. You feel me? Because as black people, we wasn't always going against each other. We was originally one. It was one. We wasn't going against each other. We shared food. We did a lot of stuff together. You feel me? Now in today's society, like it's kind of hard for us black people to come together. You feel me? You know what I'm saying? And that just kind of reminded me of black people, because at one point we was really all like together with each other, all helping each other. You feel me? It wasn't no division. It wasn't no divide. And the thing is like, when we were black people are free. I don't want people to think that black people aren't free. Black people are free, but it's up to if black people want to be free though. That's the thing. Black people can be free. Black people, we can start working these jobs. We can do all this. It's up to us if we want to be free. It's up to us if we want to stop working these jobs and start going to these programming centers. You feel me? Etc. You feel me? Because this is our planet. No cap. But and like, when we finally did somewhat get freed or whatever, when they freed us from being slaves or whatever, right? We had been programmed. A lot of us had already been programmed to go against one another. You feel me? So it was like, when it was to the point to where we could finally so-called be free or whatever, right? It was to the point where it was just like, we kind of like got selfish with one another. You feel me? Because like, when you look at the movie The Planet of the Apes, the whole purpose was the apes was all trying to get out together. They was all trying to be free. But then once the apes finally got out and they all became free, you would think everybody would become even more cool with each other, all the apes would. But it's like it started to cause more division. It's like the apes started to be more divided once they became free. But when they were in themselves or whatever, it seems like they was more connected. And that's kind of how it is now in today's society somewhat. I say somewhat. I'm not going to say 100%. I'm not going to say fully, but I say somewhat. Because when us black people was in slavery, yes, you had some people that we argue or go against each other, but black people was very close and like close and really locked in with one another back when we was in slavery. And even before slavery, we always been locked in and been close with each other, right? But after slavery, a lot of us got selfish, you feel me? It was kind of like almost every man, every woman for themselves after we got out of so-called slavery. You feel me? And Abraham Lincoln, he did not free the slaves. You feel me? Y'all literally can go do your research on the Haitians. Shout out the Haitians. You feel me? They literally beat some of these people in wars and freed themselves. We freed ourselves. They did not free us. You feel me? That's facts. So it's just a little spiritual breakdown on basically the Planet Apes movie, and on basically how it reminds me of my own people. You feel me? And I'm not trying to be disrespectful towards my own people or anything like that. It's just we were a lot closer together than how a lot of us black people are now in today's society. You know what I mean, man? But it's because of a lot of programming, you feel me? Like, they want us to not be close and be one. Because if all black people, all of us really come together, we don't have to work these jobs no more. We don't have to go to school no more. We don't have to even use money anymore. None of that, bro. For real. But look, man, hope y'all females enjoyed today's video. Follow the Instagram on Homely 2 times. I'm gonna say it one more time. Follow the Instagram on Homely 2 times. I'll catch y'all females on the next one, man. Peace.